Alright, welcome back everyone. In this chapter, we are going to talk about the noise layer, how to do sharpening, and how to do the action recording inside of Photoshop. As you can see here, we are going to continue work on this image, and if we hit the Z and click and drag, kind of zoom in, we see some of that is not really photorealistic, kind of overly smooth, and it doesn't give you that the organic feeling about a image. So that's why we need actually adding some noise in. You may say, well, Wenbo, I think we want less noise when we're rendering images out, when we're using the Blender. You are exactly right. As you can see here, this is the typical Blender setup for the render sampling. Usually we will check this denoiser when we're generating a new images out. However, after we done this, we need to reintroduce the noise back, but the noise we're introducing back is going to be more beautiful, is going to be more photorealistic, better than the actual noise generated from Blender. So let's zoom out here. Now we're going to making sure we introduce noise to the subject. Of course, I want to have noise under this layer mask. So what I can do here now, since I already have a layer mask, I'm going to click the group and I can just click and drag, put it in there, and then I can actually click and drag the layer mask, put on the group. So this time I can just rename the folder name rain. I can actually put the noise layer inside of here. What I will do next is I'm going to adding a new layer. It's an empty layer, and now I'm going to hit shift and backspace key or delete key, and we are going to have a fill windows pop out. So this time what I'm going to do here, I'm going to click this drop menu. I'm going to put 50% gray, okay, and hit OK. So now I have like a gray layer of this, so don't freak out yet. We're going to put some work into this, and then we're going to go to the filter and the camera raw filter, click that and let it give a second, let it load, and then we're gonna come down here for the effect. Okay, you can see here we have a one, it's called the green, and we're just gonna type in 50. That's just a typical magical number, assuming. So you can see here we got something going on here. If I'm dragging all the way to 0, nothing. If I'm dragging to 50, and it has some pretty decent of noise introduced in the gray layer, then we're just gonna hit OK. So now you see we have some subtle details in here. Next thing we're going to do to change our blending mode from normal to the soft light. Okay, so now you can see here we have something very subtle to add to it. You know, it's just a little bit details. If you think this is a little bit strong, of course you have full control. So remember, select the move tool and then just hit number 1, 2, 3, 4 to change the opacity of here. Okay, so I think typically 50% is working good for me. It's very subtle, but it's something in there. Okay, so this is our noise layer. It's very, very subtle. If I'm zoom out, you wouldn't be able to see the differences, but it's in there. It's just actually adding the subtle changes to make the image look more pop and more details. And then I'm going to double click and just rename it noise. Okay, cool. Then next thing, I'm going to combine these two layers to generating a new layers, and then to working on a sharpen layer to make this image look a little bit sharper. And the next thing we're going to do, we're going to creating another layer based on these two existing layers. We are going to merge visible layers, gonna making another one. So I'm going to temporarily disable the other two, and I'm just going to select these two, holding shift, and then I'm gonna hold Control Shift Alt and hit E to generating another layer. Basically, it's merge these two into another one. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to generating a high pass layer in order to sharpen this image. So okay, so what we do after we duplicated this layer, then we're gonna go to the filter again and come back here to the others and then go to the high pass. Click, And then typically the radius, I just do 1 or 2 pixels. And so this time I just do 2. You see we have more details filtered it out. So we're going to hit OK. Once we did this, you can see we still have some kind of color cast going on here. We filter out all the high frequency details, but still have some color. And the next thing we need to do is just get rid of this saturation on this high pass layer. Then we're gonna go to the image and go to the adjustment and come out down here. We have a desaturate. And this is not a adjustment layer. This is actually a constructive adjustment for what we're trying to do in the Photoshop. So it doesn't really matter for our purpose, perfectly fine. Then just click that, or you can use the shortcut Shift Control plus U. So hit that. Now we get rid of all these color casts. Okay, so if I hit Z and click and drag, zoom out, yeah, you don't see any color cast. So the very last steps is we are going to convert this high pass layer into a really sharpened layer. And the last step is we are going to change the blending mode from normal to overlay. Remember, overlay is the one to actually increasing the contrast. If I'm hit Z to zoom in, kind of take a look at it, you can see we are actually getting pretty sharpened images down here. It's off, it's on. So see, it's very subtle, but it actually makes the image look more pop. And definitely you can change the opacity to the desired state you want, and also you can even just holding Alt and drag to duplicate it one, so you can make it even sharper, just according to what you really want to achieve. So far, I think the default should be fine, and then I'm going to enable the shadow layer and background layers, and this is our final images for this retouching photo. And compared to what we had, this is before and this is after. Before, after. When you zoom in, before, after. More crisp, more contrasty, and more clear, right? Before, after. So this is what we did for here. And you may think, well, Wenbo, it seems like the noise layer and the sharpen layer, it takes a lot of work to do. So is there a better way to do so? Yes, always. But before do that, I'm just gonna quickly change the name of this layer to sharpen. So just to having good habit to organize file. So what we can do here, one thing is called action. So basically how I understanding the actions inside of Photoshop, you're recording a program that you program a certain group of tasks that you're going to constantly repeating to do. It doesn't really involve a whole lot of creative process, you just need to get it done. So this is something that we want to program it, let the machine to run it, and save your time to do so. This is what actions mean. So if you go to here, you can see here the icon like this, like a play button, is the action. If you don't see this, you can go to the window. You can definitely making sure you have the actions going on here. You can click that. And now we have something pop out. You can basically design actions or program actions to do some tasks that exactly the way you want to do. And there are also people or artists out there to selling these actions to making the photo editing much easier for people. Another business ideas for you. So what we can do here, we're going to click this and to creating a new action. You can just say action test. All right. So now once you do this, and you can change a settings, whatever the folders you want to go. So you can either just do another one, default actions. Well, you can even change the key for shortcut. You can having a specific color for your action. It doesn't really matter. This is setting more detailed preferences. And when you hit record, now you see this is on red. So basically anything you do right now at this stage is going to be recorded in here. So for example, I'm just going to recording adding a new layers and click that. I'm actually adding a new layer, and in the action path, you can see we have new make a layer is being recorded. You can just continue doing like adding a hue saturation layer or a curve layer, whatever you want. Let's go with curve. And then you go back to the recording is actually recording everything what you want to do. So then you are saying, well, okay, cool. So these are very basic layers or adjustment layers that I want to build quickly every time when I open up a image. So you can just run this action. So by now I think we're okay. We just can hit stop. Okay, once it's being stopped, you can see this is the action we're record it. So what's going to happen is if I'm going to, let's go delete all these. I'm just simply going to select this layer and then come back to the action, which is already built, and then hit play button. It's going to creating all these adjustment layer and layers like the way we did it. So let's hit that. So quickly you see we have an empty layer, we have a hue and saturation layer, we have a curve layer quickly built. So this is why people using action, and this is saving a huge amount of time. You can quickly just jump in to doing the adjustment right accordingly, right? Now let's delete that. We can come back to these actions. Since we're using this just for a test, I can delete that from my file. In this course, it will include all these two actions, so you can quickly build a noise layer, and also you can creating a sharpen layer, which is going to really speed up the workflow. You will find these actions in your support files, okay? Don't worry about it. When you're getting your Photoshop action, you're trying to load the action, what you're gonna do when you open up your Photoshop, you can definitely go to the action tab. You're gonna click that. If you're in the button mode, making sure you click back. So we're just going to come here and go to the load action, okay? And then making sure you find my Wenbo Zhao photography retouching action, double click and load. And then now you see you have this, and immediately you have all these actions going on. I know this is duplicated. Then let me show you what I can use these in my workflow. So, okay. In here, we can just simply quickly delete this one. Noise layer. Okay, so this one, since right now I already have this, what I want to do next, I'm going to adding a noise layer. So I'm just gonna open my action, select noise layer, click that, and immediately I got a noise layer. So come zoom in, you see we have noise layers already added. Okay, cool. The next thing I'm going to do, just disable the other layers, and I'm gonna hold Control Alt Shift E to having a new layer emerge, and then I'm gonna come back to the action, go to the sharpening, and then play the action one more time. So now this is going to be our sharpening layer. You see, it's being sharpened. Okay, so that is how you use your action, and it's going to save you a lot of time to do these editings and repeatedly. Okay, I hope you really enjoy these actions. This is everything I want to share in this video, and I will see you in the next one.